Hello guys, we know that you guys would have probably clicked on this video thinking that if I buy any 4 of these assets, it will serve me as multiple streams of income and also by the end of the year I'll be rich. It's gonna be so easy. But we hate to break your imagination that these assets are no easy way to wealth. You can actually have to put some time and effort to learn how it works and also should work your butt off to make money. Yes, doing a bit of reading can also make some money, but you got to at least put in a bit of effort and work. But one thing that we would like to say you about making money in this way is, it is a lot more easy compared to a 9-to-5 job, but yes, initially it takes a lot of patience and time to make money in this way. If you are happy with the returns that banks pay you for saving money, it's totally fine, but the sad truth that you need to know about saving money is, your money is going worth less and less each and every day due to inflation. And if you think that this will not happen in our country, we have to help open your mind because every government out there is printing and dissolving your wealth and soon gonna make you poor. Welcome to Gear Money. It's the venue where upcoming millionaire and entrepreneurs come to gear up their knowledge on money and finance. Here are the 10 assets that make the rich extremely rich. Number 1. Real estate. Yes, real estate prices have gone through roof right now and the rich know where to preserve their money. They choose real estate because they know what printing money does to the economy. So they search for investments considered strong stores of value. Real estate is the best way to store your money instead of saving it in the bank, and hence it is considered the best investment so far until now. Here's an important thing most people who invest in real estate don't know. The value of the property or house you buy doesn't actually appreciate. It's not like overnight it grew up in value. It's the purchasing power of the currency that goes down. So in this case you need more money to buy the same thing. A study says that the cost of an average home has almost doubled all over the world in the past 5 years, and the rhythm of price is going up. If you take into account of the raw material prices for a new apartments to be considerably higher than they are now, saving money in order to buy a house is one of the difficult and also very expensive things to do. Number 2. Gold and silver. Yes, gold and silver also have a stored value, but many people avoid it because they have to preserve it in a safe and secure place to prevent it from getting stolen. Here we are not recommending you to have maximum amount of your investments in gold, but it's a better alternative from holding cash. We recommend you to invest in assets which are having only a limited supply. In the past years, the purchasing power of the US dollar is constantly getting reduced, but in the last 5 years alone the value of gold has gone up 50%, and it is roughly the same with every other precious metal. If you are completely illiterate or don't trust the technology or anything that's more complex and you can't understand, you're always free to go to the banks and buy gold bars or gold biscuits. Number 3. Stocks. Stocks are not as complicated as it looks, but they are an easy way to start investing where you own a percentage of publicly traded business. If a business issues a 100 million shares and if you own 10 million of those shares, you are a 10% owner of that business. Financial instruments like these has allowed the average man to own a stake in some of the lucrative companies of the day. The barrier to enter the stock market is very low. There are many platforms where you can start your journey of investing in stocks. Number 4. Index and mutual funds. As stocks allow us to buy stocks one by one, index funds and mutual funds bring in multiple companies, so you are buying an entire set of companies as a whole. Why is this better? Your investments are more diversified and also safer compared to stock. Statistically, index funds are the best outperforming asset classes. If you want to buy stocks one at a time, you are most likely to get screwed up. You are not going to be one of those miracle traders who beats the market over here. It's super complicated to compete with the big guys. That's where the index funds come in, which is more safe compared to stock trading or investing. Index funds should be in your portfolio if you are willing to build long-term wealth in a safer way. Number 5. Online businesses. Many of you watching this video may say, oh, starting an online business is too hard, I can't do that. I just want to work 9 to 5 and want to see television, but wait, I personally hate my job. Listen, if you love your job, you should still start a side hustle using the modern technology, and with the magic of internet you can create one. It doesn't really matter who you are, it doesn't matter on your interest. Listen guys, starting an online business is making people in their teens, just ordinary people, a lot of money. Because what you need to understand about the online world or the technology world is the only area where we have advantage, and as young people of the millennial generation. Because older people didn't really grow up with technology, they grew up was outside, like playing sports and stuffs like that. But the young generation know technology better than the boomer generation or the older ones. The only problem is young people, all they want to do is watch videos on YouTube or playing video games. They use technology to get entertained. They don't want to try and make money with it, which is great for us because it means there are less barriers to enter and low competition. So get up and start one with the things you have. Number 6. Patents. For those who don't have an idea on what patents are, when you invent something new, you can protect your invention by filing a patent. It is a document that certifies the inventor and certifies what your invention does. This protection in place, companies have to pay money in order to use your invention. If not, you can file a lawsuit against them. Patents are powerful and valuable in the business world. Having a patent for the inventions that are valuable in the market can make people incredibly rich. All the best inventions in the world are backed by patents. But not only the big shots rely on patents, even smaller ones can also use patents to protect their inventions. Number 7. People or professionals. We don't realize how valuable an individual is until they leave. A very small amount of people understand that companies aren't actually real companies without its workers or co-workers. Companies are names, ideas, and the innovation happening there. You know who comes with all of these? The peoples of the companies. A single person can shift a company from bottom to a greater height with his ideas. Let us look at the impact what Steve Jobs did with Apple. Let us dig deeper into Apple. Their lead product designer Jony Ive designs the product, and they are in the hands of the people working below him. And then there are the teams who make the company as a whole. Hiring the right people will make you rich and make sure you appreciate them and fulfill their needs and keep them happy. Number 8. Livestock. Oh, my God, look at that. Owning cattle, chickens, pigs, and sheep are the better than the US dollar. And also better than gold. This is obviously true in developing countries. And the demand for livestock is much higher than gold and cash because you can stay without money for a certain time period, but can't stay without eating food. This is one of the biggest advantages if investing in livestock and essential commodities like wheat. With everything happening like rise in demand for cattle and dairy product, livestock may be just your way of acquiring wealth. Number 9. Raw materials. We have briefly touched it when it came to real estate, but raw materials, especially those which are used in construction, are incredibly hot right now. On average, you'll roughly pay 16 to 18% more for raw materials while the production is remaining the same. You can take the leverage of these changes by investing a small amount of money in materials stocks. Numbers 10. Renewable or green energy. As compared to the past decade, the purchase and usage of electric vehicles have increased in the past few years. It is an indication to where the money is going. The renewable energy space is the one of the safest and is better for long-term investments. Everything that has to do with solar and wind is booming. Probably you've seen campaigns even in your country where your main energy provider are telling about how much money they're investing in renewables. This is where the trend is going. As technology gets better and better, the higher the scalable adoption will be. Okay guys, as we have come to the end of this video, we just want to tell you that you don't have to invest in all of these assets. If initially you lack money, first exchange your time for money and exchange that money to buy other people's time. This is how the rich are getting rich. They value their time more than money because its availability is limited. The fundamental difference between the rich and poor is what they say, and what they say is what they do. And what they do, they get results according to it. The poor and middle class are always focused on getting a safe, secure job, and on the other side, the rich are focused on buying assets and reinvesting the money and buying more assets. And last but not the least, if you truly want to become wealthy, you have to start your own business, and the way forward is online. It's the biggest opportunity is now. If you find this video valuable, like, comment, and subscribe for more. Once again, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.